I began to realize that the case for Christianity was very, very strong. But I didn't accept it. And this is hard to explain, but the reason I didn't accept it was because of subconscious factors. There was a lot I would have to give up if I were to become a Christian. Chapter 5, verse 72 of the Quran makes it very clear. If you believe Jesus is God, you are going to hell. But the biggest issue for me was that if I, as the only son in my family, accepted Christ, my family would feel like I had stabbed them in the heart. I mean, my mom and my dad, who loved me so much, who cared for me, who raised me, who gave up everything for me, would feel like I was attacking them. You have to understand, Islam for Muslims is more than just a set of beliefs. It's their identity. And our parents were not just followers of Islam. They lived Islam. Islam was their life, as it was mine. And to leave it would be like betrayal. I didn't realize this. This wasn't something I was consciously thinking. I just looked at the evidence and I said, oh, I'm not convinced. But the thing that was keeping me from being convinced was the cost that I would have to pay subconsciously. And so I began to pray. And I prayed fervently. And I prayed to God. I said, God, I have come to a point where I realize that I cannot figure out who you are. You have to tell me who you are. And if you will tell me to be a Christian and to follow Jesus, I will follow you. And if you tell me to stay a Muslim, I will follow you. Just give me a vision, give me a dream, give me something so that I know you're telling me what's the truth. And he did. He gave me a vision and he gave me 3 dreams over the course of a few months. Through the vision and through the dreams, I realized that I had been given an invitation into heaven. And the only way I could get into heaven is if I accepted that invitation, the gospel message. And that's the only way I would be saved. God died on the cross. That God who made the universe suffered that death because he loves us that much. That is the Christian message. That is worth believing. Was it worth it? Absolutely it was worth it. I would do it 100 times over again. My mom and dad didn't come to my wedding. Every single time I see a video of a son dancing with his mother at his wedding, I have to think that it was worth it. And if I have to die the same kind of death that Christ died in order to proclaim this message of hope to other people who are here, that would be the greatest honor I could ever have. That is why we're here. And God equips us to do that. And there's hope and purpose and peace and love in that. And that is the gospel.